Hello there, and welcome to episode 71 of JagaVision. I'm your host, Jared Nyberg. I'm owner of JagaSilk. Really stoked about today's show. We've had some amazing guests on the show. We've had, farmers live from China, live from Japan, live from India. But this is going to be our first time having a guest who's on live from Phoenix Mountain in China. Very excited to have him on. His name is, we always say Mr. Chen on all of our marketing materials, but I was just learning his first name, Shaovo. My Chinese is terrible. But he's going to be joining us. We're going to be drinking two of his selections actually today that we carry here at JagaSilk. And this is actually the first time that we've always had an email exchange over the many years that we've worked together. And this is the first time that we've had the opportunity to actually talk. And it's kind of special that this is also episode 71 of our series. So anybody watching this, if you are wanting to go into the chat room and ask us any questions, we'll do our best to ask Mr. Chen those questions, and I'm just really stoked to have him on. So Shaovo, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Hello, welcome to JagaVision.
I'm very glad to join this meeting, this show.
Awesome. Yeah, no, so I was just explaining, very touched. I know it's very early for you, right? It's 4 in the morning or something like that?
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Did you wake up really early or did you just stay up really late?
Actually, I sleep 2 hours and I set out the wake up clock. So,
okay. And then here we are. Well, we'll be drinking some tea, so maybe it will help to wake you up.
yes.
Okay, so again, welcome. I'm excited to drink some Milan Xiang from you. I was just to give people a little bit of a background. When I was first talking to you, you reached out to me. You said, "Hey, I have a tea farm," and sometimes the truth is, we get many people who write us and say, "Hey, can you buy my tea?" And I ask them questions, and they don't have very quick answers. But when I asked you questions, you right away you were like, "Oh, I do Milan Xiang, Daoye, Yashi Xiang." Like you had all these different cultivars that you do, and you knew the age, and you know how many people work on your farm, and all these things. So I could feel right away, okay, maybe this is real. Maybe I'm actually talking to a tea farmer because, but you're quite a young man. Your family has been growing tea for a long time, and are you new to the business? I think. How old is the tea farm?
Tea farm is about 70 years because we have the production community before.
Okay.
It's the Chinese production system.
Right.
And after that, the tea farms distribute to every village, every people in the village.
Okay.
So we the tea farm.
So you but you're in Phoenix Mountain, and the Phoenix Mountain is very famous for those danchong, right? This kind of single bush. And one thing that's I always talk to whenever we talk about Phoenix Mountain in with the tea community, we always also talk about Wuyi Mountain, and because they do also a kind of a dark oolong. But I love whenever I'm drinking them blind, when I don't know what I'm drinking and I just sip it. I always find when I drink the Phoenix Mountain teas, especially something like a Milan Xiang or a Yashi Xiang, just so aromatic, like really amazing, beautiful smells. But is this really, like, danchong means single bush, right? Or single cultivar, I guess. Is this true? Are you making all your tea from one variety, or are you blending and creating a smell afterwards, or how does I don't understand this process.
We call it Feng Fang Dang Cong. It means finish single bush.
Yeah.
Actually, we really have the single bush.
Okay.
The of this kind of trees will be about 300 or 400 years old.
Okay, 100 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
made of one tree.
So when you
Yeah.
say one
But
tree, do you mean one type? Because there's probably many trees of the same type, right?
no, just
Just
one
one tree.
tree.
So when
Yeah.
so is it like a really big tree?
Yes, really big trees. More than 200 or 300 or 400 years. This
Wow.
kind of old. Wow. Yeah. So how this kind of piece named of single bush
Mhm.
comes from, but actually in the market we just sell a lot of teeth made by one variety of tree,
Okay.
because once the really single bulls are very expensive. It's very hard to accept accepted by the market.
Hmm.
So actually a lot of tree, a lot of finished wulong made by one variety, but have different tree age.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I'm just one second. I want to fix an audio problem. The audience can hear my voice echoing in your speakers. Could you turn down the speakers a little bit?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
I
Thank you.
think it's the maximum.
Okay. Just a little bit. Maybe it's hard to hear me. That's why you turn it up. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, I can speak louder. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I don't hear myself echoing. Okay, so there's a so when I get a Milan Shang from you, you are basically you have a tree that creates, but I can get a Milan Shang from a different farmer, and that's a different tree, right? Like not everybody is harvesting from the same tree. You have your own tree. Is this in your family, or is this a community tree, or how does this work?
Now it's a family tree, because
Okay.
all the trees belong to each family.
Okay.
They are private. Yeah.
So if I have a Milan Shang from you and a Milan Shang from another person, why are they different, and what is it that is the same?
I think the Milan Happy is one special and obvious fragrance and taste.
Okay.
They have common, they have the same common place, but every family they have different skill to make the tea, so it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Uh, yes, but some people make the Milan xiang more strongly fermented, right?
Or
And some like
oxidized. Yeah. Okay.
different skill, and also people have a different plant skill.
Okay. So,
Uh,
because you sent me one year, you did a Yashishang that was like lighter versus a darker version of the same
yes,
thing. That was very interesting. Um,
and
so what is this? What are they connected though? Like, does Milan Shang? Is there like is there one like mother Milan Shang that everybody gets cuttings from and then plants the tree that grows the same Milan Shang, or is it, or do you just make the tea and then if it has the same smell and same taste, then you say, oh, this is Milan Shang? Like, how do you connect them? Is it scientific? Is there a scientific sort of family tree, or is it just taste?
it's scientific.
Okay.
Milan Xiang have his own trees, a Milan variety. Yeah.
Okay, and you when you planted your family when they planted the Milan Shang tree on the Chen farm,
Yeah.
that was taken from an old Milan Shang tree.
Yes.
So how does that propagation work? So do you, because you don't plant from seed, right? You cut the cutting and then you put it in the ground and then you let that grow into a tree?
Yes.
Okay, but in Japan, they say after 35 years, you need to replace the tree because there's no more flavor. But I guess in Japan it's also very low, like the hedges, like the tree is very small. But in Phoenix Mountain, I imagine these big trees. So maybe it's okay. Like, how long do they live? How long do they create good flavor?
Oh, actually, the 60 years tree, 60 years will be a gate for the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 100 years. Your trees are 100 years. Is that too old?
No.
Okay.
After 60 years, the fragrance will a little bit lighter, a little bit yeah. But how to say, the tea soup will more rich and more sweet, and how to say, the upsweet will be more stronger than the young tree.
So this is a 100-year-old Milanshang, right? That we're drinking today. So this do you like personally when you drink Milanshang made from younger trees versus 60 years plus, what do you think is better? Do you like older or do you like younger?
I prefer the older.
The older trees. Okay. Well, let's maybe we can drink tea while we're talking. So I have the Milanshang and I have the red Milanshang. So this is how we do the tin. So it's red Milanshang, and then we say by Mr. Chen, and from Phoenix Mountain. And this is a 2020. So the red Milanshang is 2021. So I have the 2020 Milanshang. And you were saying I should make it in a Gaiwan, right?
Yes, Gaiwan would be better.
Okay. So I think, to me, I think we should start with the oolong and then go to the crimson tea, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, and can you confirm for me, in Japan, they call crimson tea, they call it, or in North America, like in Canada, most people say black tea. And in the United States, black tea. But in Japan, they say red tea or crimson tea.
Yeah,
you say the same thing? Like Hongcha?
Yeah, we say red.
Yeah, okay.
Hongcha.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, can you tell me what to do? Like, this is what I guess I should put the how many leaves should I put in to make this really good?
I think do you want the standard or our local local standard or the international standard?
Let's do both. Let's start with local.
Local, okay. You put 10 G.
10 grams?
Yeah, 10 gram.
Okay.
And use 100 degrees Celsius water to brew it.
100 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, okay, so I'm going to get some boiling water. Just give me 1 sec. Are you making tea too? Can you drink at 4 in the morning? Is that okay?
Yes. Okay. I think no problem. Okay. I can see you brewing tea.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just pulling water. My water is going to be, I think the big difference here is the water flavor, right? Your water flavor and my water flavor will be different.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to try this tea someday in Phoenix Mountain with you, because I think it will be a different taste. Okay.
Our water will be a little bit sweet.
Good.
So it's better for brewing the tea.
I would love to someday when I buy tea from you, maybe you can send a bottle of water.
Oh, really? I think.
That would be really cool. Okay, so I'm boiling the water right now on my kettle, and then I have 10 grams of tea in here. Do I do a little rinse? Like I put some water and then dump it out and then add more water? Is that Should I rinse the leaves?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It depends on you. But here we wash the leaf.
Yes. Okay. I do too.
Yeah.
I like to wash it. I find if I don't wash it, it starts to get kind of a strange feeling on my tongue, and I don't have a clean taste after.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm boiling water. Okay, so I'm going to just cover the leaves, right? Very quickly.
Yes.
And then I'm going to... Oh, that smells so good. And then just pour that in here. Okay. And then how much water should I put on? Just 120, 100 milliliters, 90 milliliters?
Actually, you can how to say you can see my I also do the same.
Okay.
For the water, I think until this level.
Okay.
This level.
Until it just covers the leaves.
In our locals, in local changzhous, we just pour the water into this level, until this level.
Okay. Show me close
Just,
again. Like half the gaiwan or full gaiwan?
Full gaiwan.
Full gaiwan. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't see.
Okay.
Pretty full. Pretty full.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's about 150 mils in mine. Okay. And then how long should I steep for? Should I already transfer? Oh, I lost you. Oh, this is an important part too. Okay, I'm just gonna pour. I can't hear you. Okay, so we've lost Eric, unfortunately. Something happened with the connection. Hopefully he can come back. I'm gonna try and deal with that right now. So give me a moment. Eric, are you there? I can see that you've joined the call. Oh, there you are. I can see a video now of you.
Okay. Lucky, I will join again.
Good. Okay, that might happen a couple times because it's where the connection between China and Canada, right? So I'm gonna try this out. So I only brewed it for 45 seconds. Is that okay?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, because I lost you in the middle of it. I couldn't hear your answer. So, how long do the locals brew for?
Actually, we pour the water in.
Yeah.
And pour the water out immediately.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so I went too long. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try though. Maybe it's too strong.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells amazing. Yeah, a little strong. Yeah, very strong. Okay. So.
Yeah, we just pour immediately, instantly in and instantly out.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. So I'll do another steep, and maybe this time will be okay. Second steep, same idea?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit longer, or no? Just fast?
No. Immediately.
Okay.
After eight times brewing, you can try to steep longer.
Okay. This is my bad technique. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're a professional. I think.
I wish. We've been doing JagaSilk. We've been doing Japanese teas for a very long time, since 2005, and then we focused on matcha for many years. Do you know matcha?
Yes.
Yeah. It's and we actually have a machine you can see here, and another machine here, and this is for making matcha into a powder. So we do that process here, and more recently we bought a tea roaster, so we will start roasting tea here, And we supply cafes with we're like a wholesale supplier. So, supermarkets and coffee shops, they like to buy tea, and so we sell them tea. And then once a week on Fridays, we open for drinks, and we serve drinks to the public, but it's only once a week. most of JagaSilk is selling online on JagaSilk.com, and if you go on JagaSilk.com and you look up Milan Xiang, then you have your tea is there. Okay. Oh, that smells beautiful. I get a little bit more of the toasted smell in this. Yeah, that's a lot nicer. So there's a little bit more acridity, probably because I went too long in the beginning. So I taste a little bit of harshness right there. But normally this tea is really. We've also made it. Do you know kombucha, the fermented tea drink? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we make. We make
here.
What is it called? One more time.
功夫茶.
Kung Fu Cha. Okay, sweet. we make a bottled tea drink with your Milan Xiang, and it's delicious. So good.
It's a mixture of honey and orchid.
Okay. One more time.
Mixture of honey and orchid.
Okay.
Orchid.
Honey. Yeah. And orchid, maybe?
ORCHID.
Yeah, orchid. We say orchid.
Orchid.
Yeah, orchid. So Milan Xiang is like orchid aroma, right?
Yeah, orchid and honey.
And honey. Okay, yeah. Orchid, honey, aroma. Xiang means aroma, right?
Yes, aroma.
Okay. When I have the red Milan Xiang, it's very hard to make it bitter. It's so sweet. There's no bitterness, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, I think. Well, mostly a good thing. I can make it really strong and go really long, and it's still very smooth. This tea is a little bit more of a challenge for me, but I love it. It's like my favorite tea. It's so good. But but I find that the red Milan Xiang is much easier to make into a really good tasting tea for me. Maybe it's the Victoria water, maybe it's my low skill level. I don't know. But that's really good. So this 10 grams flash infusion for this tea, the local style. I'll try it again later, and I'll make it like super fast, okay? And then I'll get a better sense of it. What is the standard, not local, but like kind of if you're in China, if you were in Beijing or something, and you wanted to have a Milan Xiang, they make it in a gaiwan?
Yes, I'll make it by gaiwan.
Okay, but they use less tea?
Yes, less tea, about 5 grams.
5 grams, okay. And they still do a rinse, but how long do they take it? Like a rinse, like 10 seconds of steeping, or how long is the steep? Oh, I think I lost Eric again. Hello, Eric. Oh, this is too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Okay, we got you back. We got you back.
Okay.
Okay. So how long do they do it in Beijing? The steep?
Oh, no steep.
Just add water and pour.
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of the same, but less tea.
Sorry?
So in Beijing, or like the standard in China, would be to make the same way as the local style, but half the tea.
Half the tea, even and sometimes 4G, 5G, yeah. Because in local chaozhous we have a stronger taste.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they do this in In Japan too, when I go to the farmers, they always drink it way stronger. It's like espresso. That's really cool. Okay, that's very interesting. So you are a tea farmer. Why? But you could go. I don't know. Like why tea? Like is it the family does tea, so you do tea, or is this you love tea, so you do tea, or why do you do tea? Why do you farm tea?
I think we need to take the place of our parents.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
our other guest has joined us.
Oh,
Sherri Anne from Sister Speak. Sherri Anne, this is Shaovo. Shaovo.
oh,
He's joining us live from Phoenix Mountain in China.
Wow! Hi!
So,
hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Uh-huh.
Sherri Anne joins us every week. She's the lead singer of Sister Speak, a really good band. They have 3 albums, and she always joins us for tea with my guests. So awesome. Okay, so let me go together mode. I want to add me to the call too. Oh wow, weird. I don't know what just happened. Yeah. The weird background just happened. Okay, anyway, this will just have to do.
Is that all on the stairs?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, can you see a weird background on me?
We're right now. It looks like we're all our little heads are on stairs.
Yeah, does it still look like that?
Yeah, to me.
Oh no. Okay.
We're all stairs in a forest together.
So weird. Okay, let me see if I can just convert that back to together mode. That's together mode. Okay. That's really funny. So let's not have it on together mode. Let's have it on speaker view. No, grid view. There we go. Okay.
I'm just having a dance party on the stairs in the meantime.
Yeah, you are. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Weird. It's kind of showing up oddly. Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. I fixed it. Okay. So we were just asking Eric, or that's his English name, but Shaovo is. I want to learn the Chinese name. Why he does tea? So that was the big question. So why do you do tea?
Because our parents are getting older.
Right.
They are almost retired, so I have to take place of their job. They retire, and I need to in charge of all the tea farm.
Okay.
Produce tea. Yeah.
Are you the
And also it's
Are you the
my
oldest son, and you're taking on the family business kind of thing? That's
Yes.
okay. So in Japan, many times the young people, they do not want to do the tea farm, and they go to the city, and then the tea farm will disappear, which is very sad. And it's just that's kind of new culture. So many of the tea farmers, because maybe there's not enough money when you farm tea, I don't know, but you've decided to do it. Do you? So you're doing it for the family, but do you love tea too? Do you drink a lot of tea, and you like to research it, or
I love making good teas, and I also like to drink tea. I think it's a very happiness to making teas, selling tea to abroad.
Right.
I think it's my hobby. So I'm happy with my job. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you've taken over. Now, sometimes I buy tea from Phoenix Mountain, and it's very expensive. And sometimes I buy tea from Phoenix Mountain, and it's very cheap. So, you're learning things from your parents. You're learning things from your family, how to make good tea. And I'm sure there's many other things. But why is some tea very expensive and some tea very cheap from the same mountain? Do you think? Why do you think?
Actually, some very cheap Hong Finnish oolongs are not really Finnish oolong.
Okay.
They come from other place. It's not the original place.
Okay.
Yeah. So some teas are harvested by machine, and they do it in the very bad weather. For example, the rainy weather, and in the lower altitude.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so it's
Always-
even though it's the same mountain, lower altitude and bad weather can make a lower quality tea.
Yes.
Okay.
It
So,
depends on the quality.
so your farm is 750 meters, right, above sea level. So it's quite high mountain.
Yeah, it's a high altitude.
Okay. And then the batch size I've asked you before was around 300 kilograms wet, right? And
Yeah.
this is all from the same tree?
Yes, same variety of tree.
Same variety of trees. So you have different single trees that you combine together to make one 300 kilogram?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. And you said you had some pictures of the farm.
Yes.
Do you have them there? Can we see?
Yes. So wait for a moment. I'll show you.
Okay, awesome. So
Uh,
and Sherri Anne, feel free to jump in with questions as well. This is my first time meeting Shaovo, seeing his face and hearing his voice. We've always communicated by email, so it's a pretty cool thing. Oh, so here we go. Okay.
I'm so fascinated with everything. I don't want to interrupt.
Sure. Okay. So you're trying to show us. I can't see it. All right.
Here is our tree.
Huh. It's not the video. Oh, there it is. Okay, amazing. Haha, awesome. Okay.
Show you it's we put the fresh tea leaf
Uh-huh.
under the sun, withdraw,
Okay. Withering.
Cool.
Yeah. And we fried the fresh leaf.
Okay. Yeah, that's the firing it.
Fresh leaf. Yeah.
Okay.
And I have some video.
This is
We're-
great.
We're rolling the
Rolling the leaves.
fresh.
Oh yeah, they have
Yeah.
that. They use
Yeah,
that kind of
rolling.
machine in Japan too. That's great. It's like a
Yeah. And we what is it? Rolling.
Are you able
And-
can you move your camera sideways, landscape? Is that
Oh,
possible?
I'll do the same.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, we can see better now.
Okay. Oh, let me try.
Beautiful. Okay.
Fermented
Okay.
fermented at night.
Uh-huh.
We need to use the blanket to cover the leaf.
Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
Oh, wait.
yeah. You're doing two things at the same time. So you put a blanket over the leaves, and that's interesting. This is
Yeah.
this is for the oolong.
Yes, for long because they need to fermented oxide.
Oxidize, yeah. So for when you oxidize the oolong, and if you do, what is the difference between the oolong and the red melanchon for oxidation?
The red oolong need takes 48 hours to fermented oxide.
Okay.
But just 10 hours or less for the oolong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
That is the rice we use the very big iron pot to fry the rice for our plunger, the tea pickers for their dinner.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's the food for the tea pickers. That's awesome.
Yeah, and here the plunger, the tea pickers are harvesting the teas.
Okay.
We use the ladder because the tea trees are too high for people to reach.
Right.
So we need to use the ladder.
Yeah, very different from what I've seen in the past. I have this imagination of these very tall trees. How tall are they?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it like 4
And-
meters tall, 10 meters tall? How tall are the trees?
About 4 meters.
4 meters
4
tall?
meters.
Wow.
4 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Um,
But I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm 2 meters tall. So that's
Yeah.
that's double my height.
yes. We need to use the ladder.
Yeah, I still need to use a ladder.
So are all these? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Sherri.
I was just wondering. So there's a fermentation process that happens.
Well, it's an oxidation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's so good. I just had some yesterday.
Yeah.
Have we already started making it?
If you want to make the Milan Xiang, go to use 10 grams if you make it the local style, boiling water.
Okay.
And you want to put it for maybe just a rinse and pour off the rinse, and then you want to fill it to around 120, 150 milliliters and only steep for maybe 5 seconds.
Oh wow. Okay. Are we doing the red Milanchan or the?
We started with the
Milan-
oolong, just the Milan Xiang oolong. That was the first one. We just did it. So you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why don't you catch up and make that first one and let us know what you think. That's the local
Okay,
style.
cool.
Apparently, it's standard style in China is to use half that amount.
Okay.
But the locals like it strong, so we should make it like the locals first time.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Shaovo, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I am here.
Okay, so I kind of lost the video for you. Do you want to turn on and off your video?
Sorry. Hello.
Hello? Oh no, I see
Yeah.
I see your video. Okay, I don't know why it's not. So hold on.
Because the red oolong the red tea,
Yeah.
the black tea, more stronger than any others oolong tea. So we always drink the black tea, the red oolong
Mhm.
in the end.
Yes, it makes sense because it's a lot like warmer and kind of smooth, right? Yeah, like, and if you have green tea, you do the green tea first, right? Green tea, then oolong, then the red tea, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So you do the strongest one first or the weakest one first? Sorry.
You want to do the oolong first and do the strong one, and then the next time you have it, have the red oolong next, and then you can always make the standard style a little later. It's actually the standard style is closer to what I have on the package there.
Do you have any tips for opening the package without scissors?
Ooh, they open kind of like a chip bag.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to give that a go. Okay, so Shaovo, for the red Milan Xiang, should I make it the same way? Should I do 10 grams?
No.
No?
It's either you put 5 grand
Okay.
or 4 grand. That's enough.
Do I do a rinse? Do you want me to do a rinse or no rinse required? Do I wash the leaves or don't? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I personally I don't wash the leaves either. You know what though? I'll make the teapot hot first. Okay. So pour that out. Now I will add 5 grams of leaves. And then I will. How long should I steep it for?
No need to steep.
So just a rinse.
In and out.
In and out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're just going to do a wash. Drink the wash. Okay. So, pretty full teapot or no? All right. So what's happening? Doing it right away. Okay. Does that look right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Are you drink? You did? What did you think? Did you try your tea today? Have you made it yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I drink a lot tea every day.
Awesome. Well, someday I will. I'll have to send you some kombucha made with your tea that we made here at JagaSilk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna.
Also, we everyone use Taiwan to grow our oolong.
Right. Do you use the Gaiwan for the red tea too?
Yes. The Taiwan will be it's better for brewing our finished oolong because it will make our finished oolong more fragrant, more sweet.
Yeah, that makes sense because the clay kind of takes away some of the acid, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's a little bit too weak for me, so I'm gonna make it a little stronger if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cheating. I put the water back in.
So we're doing 5 seconds, Steve?
Yeah, for
like
the 10 grams. Yeah. Oh,
So
there
10
we go.
grams would be kind of like 2 big tablespoons.
Yeah. Volume is such a mess, especially with big leaves like this.
Yeah.
You know, I would do 1/8 of the package.
Okay.
So if you were able to sort of like guesstimate what, not a quarter, half of a quarter. So take a quarter
The
of the
red-
package and then divide it in half.
I find the red Milanchan to be a lot more fragrant.
Fragrant. Okay. Yeah, I find the red Milanshang to be sweeter. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and whereas the oolong Milanshang is very aromatic. Like I get a lot of the scent off of it, and also it's more balanced because you have more acid. So you have the acid, the sweet, and the smell. You know, Shaovo, the what I think is happening is that my water is different from yours. So I imagine that your water, if it's sweet, has maybe it can pull out more flavor very quickly.
Yeah.
But my water needs a little bit more time, I think, because I think 5 seconds not enough flavor. Or maybe my teapot's too big.
Do you have the purify machine to clear the water, your water?
What's that?
Like filter machine, you can purify your water.
Yes, I do that. I do purify my water, but I think still it's going to be different from your water because there's going to be things in the water that just the composition of minerals and different things that you can't filter out are going to be different, and so it's just it's going to be slightly different, and so we'll have a different result. But it's very interesting to try it the way that you make it locally. But my one worry is maybe this teapot is too big. It's a 150 milliliters. Is that too big?
I think it's a little bit bigger. It's too big.
Too big, yeah. That's what I think. So maybe I need to use more tea for it.
Yes.
Both colors here.
I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna try it with less water. Is that okay, or is that not good?
Okay.
Yeah.
If you feel a little bit lighter, you can steep a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Normally, when I make this tea,
Yes.
I do 6 grams, and I do 180 milliliters for 15 seconds boiling water.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
Mine
then
is,
I get a really nice, sweet, rich tea. It's quite nice. Do you want to try?
Yes. Oh.
You make it in your gaiwan. You would probably use 5 grams because your gaiwan is probably 150 mils, and just fill it with hot water and just try it for 15 seconds. See what you think.
I have both the teas here.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
I have only a glass pot. Oh, look at that setup.
I know, eh? Yeah.
I just have glass cups over here, and the difference in color is quite interesting.
Did you make them both?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Okay. They smell different too, eh?
Yeah, they do. Interestingly.
Yeah. I get more, Shaovo, when I steep it a little longer, like 15 seconds instead of 5, I get more sweetness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's really nice tea. So good.
You.
When you are making the red Milanshang, can you talk to me a little bit more about what you're doing different from the oolong?
I want to make it more fragrant and fruity.
Okay.
Because compared to our local tea maker, tea farmers, they would prefer the greenish style.
Right. Right. And that's becoming more popular, right?
Yeah, yes. But I prefer the how to say the stronger oxidize
Yeah.
to make it more fruity.
It seems more traditional, more classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stronger oxidize and lighter roasting. Lightly roasted.
Okay. So you went for the red Milanshang. Actually, that's kind of experimental because in Phoenix Mountain they don't really make black tea, right, or crimson tea. They normally just make the oolong, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
a lot. Yeah.
so this is are there anybody else, like other tea farmers that you know that are making a red Milanshang?
Very few people, very few tea farmer make the red Milanxiang
Okay.
because very small part of our customer they want to order the red Milanxiang. They prefer the wulong style.
Yeah, that makes sense. But for, I guess sorry, go ahead.
It's more expensive to make the red oolong because it takes about 2.5 kilogram to make one from Hongcha red oolong.
Okay.
For the oolong, just take 2 kg.
Oh, so you lose 500 grams, really?
Yeah.
So it's just more expensive to make. So when you make, so 2.5 kilos gives you 1 kilogram of red Milanshang.
No.
2 kilograms gives you 1 kilogram of oolong Milanshang.
No, just 0.5 half kilogram. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so 5 kilograms of red of the raw leaf gives you 1 kilogram of the red Milanshang, whereas 2 kilograms of oolong leaves makes you 1 kilogram of finished tea.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a big difference. So it's 2.5 times more expensive, really, for the product going in versus coming out. That's fascinating. So you're in the past, when you sent me Milanshang, sometimes it was kind of there was sediment in the package. But after 1 year, I said, hey, can you please make it more clean? And then after that, it's been really beautiful. Every time you send it to me, it's very clean, very careful in how you do that. But sometimes I drink tea from different farmers in Phoenix Mountain, and it's very, too much sediment. I can only imagine, like, you must, how do you do the separation process? Do you just use a big sieve, or, and is this important in China too? Is it important to have no sediment in the tea?
How to say? We use the bamboo filter.
Okay.
to filter the sediment,
Okay.
and uh, the sediments and if you put more, the tea will be more cheaper.
Right.
You know,
Definitely. I can
because
imagine.
as this sediment, the powder is uh they're very cheap. If we resell it to other people, we have very lower, very cheap price.
Interesting. Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
actually, some of my customers, they really like the sediment tea because it's very fast to make, 30 seconds, and it's like
Oh,
immediate. So maybe someday I should try to buy some sediment tea from you because some of my cafe customers want a fast brew. For me, I love your full leaf teas. I think the quality is very high and the flavor is very good.
yeah.
So, are there are tea farms that are higher elevation than you? And is there I know many farmers I talk to, they say that their tea is the best tea, but is this um, is this possible for you to like? What's my question? My question is, um, are there better tea farms than yours in your
Yeah.
region? And if
Yeah.
so, why are they better? What is it about them that makes them better?
I think they if they are better, they have the more altitude. I think.
More altitude. Okay, so higher elevation makes a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. More altitude, but get they sell it with a very expensive price.
I see.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, your teas for Phoenix Mountain Oolongs, I think they're right. They're kind of a perfect price for my company because, you know, sometimes it can get so expensive. Um, yeah, one of the people watching the show right now, she says that she's drinking the Milan Shang with us, one of our viewers. So, and she's really enjoying it. She says it's delicious. So, and yes,
Yay.
it's the same tea that I'm drinking too, Lorianne.
did-
I am drinking the Milan Shang 2020 as well, but I also have the red Milan Shang, which is the 2021. Okay, so a big difference in quality then, Shaovo, is the elevation, the age of the tree, but I guess I'm wondering about technique too. Like there's going to be you're learning new techniques from your family, but what is an example of bad technique? And maybe one day you can send me some bad tea so that I can taste bad tea next to good tea.
No problem. The bad tea will taste very bitter
Okay.
and will make you very uncomfortable. But they have the flavor of tea.
Oh,
Hello?
hello.
I'm here.
Okay, there you are.
And actually, we do our we making our tea by hand and by machine.
Yeah.
And different people have different skill because for example the fried the roasting temperature. Some people use the 280 degrees Celsius
Right. So very hot.
and use more than 300 degrees Celsius. Different people use different temperature to roast our
Right.
teas,
Right.
and the time is also different. So it depends on different people.
Right.
They have the different idea to making their tea, but there's always some tea farmers and offer very good tea, very clean tea. They have very good skill. For example, the hand controlling the temperature controlling, and also the weather for picking the tea leaf.
Right. That's going to be important too. Yeah. No, that makes sense. So the weather, the temperature,
Yeah.
and when you're done making the tea, after you oxidize it, you kind of take it through the process, and then you get to a point where you're sort of finished. But at the end, you also do sort of like a finishing charcoal roast, right? Like you do a slow charcoal roast to finish the leaves.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that seems to have a big effect too, right? So I guess you have the temperature in the tea roaster, but then at the very
Yeah.
end, the time. And I remember one time the Xiang, you did 8 hours at 90 degrees centigrade, and you did 15 hours at 100 degrees centigrade, and it was a very different flavor for the tea.
Yes.
And it'd be very interesting.
Yes.
Do you do a charcoal roast for the red Milanshang as well?
Yes, sure.
Okay. And so the big difference then between the oolong, sorry, I'm going on a different question now, but the big difference between the red Milanshang and the oolong Milanshang, it's about how long you let it oxidize? Is that the big difference?
Yes, the big difference is the oxidized time.
Is there anything else you're doing? Like, with the oolongs, do you do like the shaking on the tray and stuff? And with the red Milanshang, you maybe just let it be, or what do you, or is everything else the same?
And there's some whistle.
One more time.
WITH.
The W-I...
AW. Whistle. Did I pronounce it right? Sunburn, right? Sunburn. Sunburn.
I can't, spell it for me one more time.
Whistle.
W-I...
WITHBRAW.
Whisbra. I don't know this
Whisper.
word. Yeah, I
We
don't.
need to harvest the fresh tea and put it under the sunlight,
Uh-huh.
under the sun, to let it to soften the tea leaf, and let the water go away.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, does it W-I-T-H-E-R? Wither?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, yeah.
A wither.
Yeah. So you're withering it. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so you're withering it on like the bamboo, and that just, you let it lose the weight and the moisture while you're yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, and then after that, you put it into the machine that rolls it, right? To make it really...
Yeah.
Yeah, and
For
then...
the red oolong, we don't need to put it under the sunlight.
Okay.
We don't, because if you put the fresh tea leaf under sun, the sunshine, after the finished tea, after you processing it, it will turning sour. Will be turning sour.
Interesting. Okay, but that's not true with the regular oolong. The oolong, the oolong you sun dry, but the red Milanshang you don't sun dry.
Yes.
Does that make the red tea sweeter? And also, I was curious what makes it floral.
Why is the aroma on the red tea different? It's just this process, this oxidation process. That's the big reason.
First of all, it depends on the variety.
Right. But it's the same variety, right? Milanshang. But
yes, they got the weakness, and the second one is oxidized.
Okay.
If you oxidize for more times, it will becomes more sweeter and more fruity.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. All right.
Like ripened apple, the ripened apple.
When you smell that, is that when you do the kill green?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so do you wait for that smell for both of them? Is that when you? How do you know it's done? So in India, they talk about they smell the apples and then they cut the process. They do the kill green. So do you do?
Oh.
So you.
We also we use smell. We do the same things.
Interesting. Okay, so you wait for the smell of the apple and then you kill green. So how do you kill green? You put it in the roaster for 280 degrees centigrade, and that's doing the kill green?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, 260 degrees Celsius.
260.
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you do it for? Or you don't have to answer. Maybe if it's a secret, but
And no problem. For the oolong tea,
yeah.
we do the 7 minutes.
Okay. So 260 degrees, 7 minutes. And is the red Milanshang very similar?
Yeah, very similar.
Okay. Is that the kill green, or do you do is it the firing? The firing is the kill green.
Frying is the kill green.
Okay. And Sherri Anne, that's when they're killing the polyphenol oxidase enzyme that causes the withering process to brown the leaves.
Oh.
Yes.
So every region and every farm is going to have a different moment that they choose to do that. So what he's saying also is that yeah. So you kill a green and then you allow it to wither longer after that, or do you when does the kill green process happen? Before withering or after withering?
After withering.
So of course. So you wither and you lose like 80% moisture kind of thing, and then you kill green, and then
Yes.
and then you put it through the roller machine.
Yeah, roller machine.
Okay, and then after that you put it into a fermentation room. Do you let it in a controlled environment, or how?
No.
Okay.
Ferment, oxidize.
Okay.
Oxidize.
You-
First up is fresh leaf,
Yeah.
and then westering.
Okay.
Put it under the sunshine to westering, and then fermented, oxidized,
Huh. Okay.
and then kill green,
Okay.
and rolling, and baking. That's the procedure of the finished oolong making.
That's really interesting. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No. So what is the sorry, we're going a little bit long right now, but what is the many times people compare Phoenix Mountain with Wuyi Mountain, and I find Wuyi Mountain is just a lot deeper, like they take the withering process a lot longer, they roast a little bit heavier, and for me Phoenix Mountain is a little bit lighter, more aromas. It's very much in the nose. It's a very floral. But at the same time, this red Milanshang almost, for me, it's interesting because I'm getting some bassiness out of it too, which is cool. But do you like Wuyi Mountain oolongs too?
No.
No? Is it like Wuyi Mountains are bad and Phoenix Mountain is the best? Is that the?
I think so, but actually it's different. It's totally different style from the finished oolong.
Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
they use 140 degrees Celsius to roasting that is.
Right.
But in Fenghua Mountains, we just use 98, 95 to 100 degrees Celsius to baking our tea, and in a more shorter time. But the Wuyi oolong, Wuyi mountain, they very high temperatures and very long in that tea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It feel the original flavor of the tea.
Interesting.
For example, the fragrance, the sweetness, something like that. So only the people who have a very strong taste, they will more prefer the Wuyi oolong. For example, the Russian people like the Wuyi oolong. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have a stronger taste, I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Shaovo, we're actually getting to the end of the show today. Thank you so much for your time. But I wanted to, before we go, Sherri Anne, did you have any final questions for him? This is such an unusual opportunity to talk all together, but I wanted to make sure that you had any of your questions answered, and then we'll probably go into.
Yeah, it might have been answered, but I was just curious what part of the process that was described gives the floral piece.
He was saying it's the and it's the withering process. So how you.
Oh, okay. I missed that a little. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It is, and it was also curious
it's kind of all connected. He also said it's the variety. Like Milan Xiang, literally means like orchid and honey aroma. So. It's a very aromatic tea.
Yes, or the oxidation is also a very important reason for the flower flavor. Yeah.
We're about to get a new tea from you called Daouye. But just 1 second. One of the questions in the chat room was they didn't really quite understand withering. So. Just a quick explanation. Withering is like withering a flower. Like if you cut a flower and you let it wither, there's going to be a transformation that happens. So with tea, when you harvest it, when you let it wither, you're allowing an enzyme called propyl oxidase, or the PPO enzyme, to brown the leaves. And it's a lot of tea making focuses on how long you let that process continue. And where Shaovo is from, they take that process a little bit longer. It's not quite into the realm of what we call black teas in Canada, but it's kind of on the darker side of the oolongs, and they do a great job of it. So that's withering. But my final question for you, Shaovo, is can you talk to us a little bit about the Daouye that we're going to get from you soon, and how that's different from the Milan Xiang?
This Daouye were more flowery.
Okay, more flowery. Okay.
Okay.
A little bit like jasmine.
What does Daouye mean?
Daouye is big black tea leaf.
Okay. Very simple.
Very big leaf and black leaf.
Awesome. Maybe you can send me pictures of the Milan Xiang tree versus the Daouye tree at some point in the future.
Okay.
That would be great. Okay, awesome. Do you have anything final you want to say to everybody watching before we go?
I hope I can keep doing the very good tea and offer to Canada and other countries. Hope people like my teas more and more in the future.
They're fantastic. I think you're doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Same here. Okay. I love them.
We're gonna say goodbye now. So thank you again for coming on the show, both of you. You can find Shaovo's teas if you look up Mr. Chen on the JagaSilk webpage. There's still a little bit left of the 2020 Milan Xiang, and then we're about to launch the red Milan Xiang. I have it available in the tea shop. I'm just working on the label to get it up on the webpage, but you should see that within the next 10 days. If you're watching the archive version of the show and you missed out, I feel for you. Yeah. But go to jagasilk.com and you can check it out there. Sherri Anne from Sister Speak, if you want to check out her work, go to patreon.com/sisterspeak and you can watch her weekly shows. She does a tea and music session, and she does a great job. She's got 2 studio albums and got the live album and a 3rd studio album on its way. Really exciting musician to check out. And huge appreciation to both of you. Thank you very much, Sherri Anne. Thank you, Shaovo, for coming on to the show today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you guys take care. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. So that was some fantastic conversation. Huge appreciation. I am absolutely ecstatic that we were able to have this opportunity to talk about the Milan Xiang with the farmer who produced it. That was the first time we've been able to have a conversation. Normally our communication has been over email, so that was really special for me. So yeah, if you're watching an archive version of this show, you can go to the jagasilk.com webpage and hopefully it's still there. If you're watching this live right now, it sure is, so go grab some. If you want to, just some news, September 18th, JagaSilk is a part of the Takea Wolf Festival. It's called Takea Lone Wolf. You should totally come check it out. You can purchase tickets, as will Steve Shimilar. Really excited. And, hang out with us next week. This on YouTube. Subscribe and tell the world about our show. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next week. Take care.